Okay, hey, this is Samansky Arts, and what I'm going to be doing today is basically a custom stepping stone for a grave lot or a grave space spot. A friend of mine had a relative that had passed away, and they requested this customized type of thing. It's basically a manhole cover, okay, with two hands on the sides like this, as if someone is pushing it out of the ground. Okay. No one, of course, makes those, so she asked if I could do it, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. We're basically just going to buy a stepping stone kit, and we're going to just go from there. There's various other things that I had to do. But anyways, it's fairly extensive. I tried to cut this video as much as I could, but it may still be fairly lengthy. So if you want to check it out, I appreciate you viewing it. And one other side note, just be aware, during the video, my grammar is fairly poor, okay? So forgive me on that front. So anyways, with that, let's get going. I think that's all I needed to say in the intro. I think that was a decent intro. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. All right, cool. Okay, first off, I have to use something that's durable for outside, so I'm going to use this indoor-outdoor stepping stone kit. I'm going to use this for the manhole cover itself, and then the hands that go on the side, I'm going to use a hand molding kit, okay? But instead of the plaster that they give you, I'm going to use cement. I had to purchase two of these because I have two hands I have to do, but anyways. Okay, cool. That's that as far as the basic materials I'm going to be using. All right, cool. All right, the next thing I do is I have to design a simple print design for the manhole cover. And I went online, got some ideas, and came up with this. Let me zoom in a little bit on there. It's basically all circles, and it's got these indentations. Okay. And then in the center, we're going to put a emblem, personalize the piece to the individual that passed away. He liked the Bengals NFL football team, so I basically looked up their logo, and we're going to be putting this design in the center right here, and then all these other things will be indented, or I'll show you that later. But anyways, that's what we're going with. Okay, let me zoom out. So let's move on to the next part. And this was not as easy as it looks. This took me quite a while to get this right. But anyways, that's that. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead and edit out a bunch of crap that we don't need to make this video a lot smaller or shorter so people aren't bored out of their minds. Basically, the kit comes with a basin plastic piece that you pour the cement into. And then it also comes with these foam numbers and letters and stuff if you want to make a message, and then you just put them inside the basin, and then you pour in the cement, and then it makes the impression. Okay, well, I thought, well, why don't I just buy my own foam? I'll cut the shapes, insert them, and then do that instead of using numbers and letters and stuff. It has to be a manhole cover, not a personalized message to somebody. Okay, so basically I cut out the foam, you tape them into place. Okay, as you can see, they're not going anywhere. And then you pour in the cement, and then there you go. Okay, this is a little trickier than it seems, but most things are with my life. So anyways, so there we go. This circular piece, which I don't know if I mentioned, I just purchased this separately. The kit itself comes with like a square. Anyways, okay, cool. Let's originally I sculpted the center piece that's supposed to go in here, okay? But I realized this may not work out. The cement might stick to this, and I might have to break it since this is made of clay. I did a couple of pieces, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in foam, okay? So I made the circle, okay? Then I did the inside markings and then the B itself. So we're just going to cut these out, replicate this piece with foam, and then we're going to use that for that. Like I said, this piece I thought was going to work out, but it's not going to work out right. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so I'm going to get my scissors out and we're going to cut these things out and go from there. Cool. Alright, let me show you what we're doing here. We basically replicated this. Okay, so I cut out all the pieces. Okay, these are separate. The reason being is it has to be three-dimensional, so I have to have it raised. This piece here is actually reversed of this piece, because when I lay it in there and I pour in the cement, it has to be a backwards print so that it, when it comes out of the thing, it's straight, or it's like the correct correct position. Otherwise, it's gonna be backwards. So that's that. Okay, and then there's the circle piece. So, anyways, that's that. All right, cool. Alright, I'm just about ready to pour the cement. I'm probably not going to show that part because it's going to be too tricky. I'm just going to show you the after effect. But right now, in this clip, I want to show you some of the things that I'm going to insert into the cement before it dries, or as it dries. 2 pieces of straw, 2 straw pieces, okay? And then this piece right here, which is a bunch of foam pieces taped together. I'll explain what this is for in a moment after I do it. But and then this piece here. Okay. They're all for the next step, which is probably either attaching the hands, which is what the straws are for, or creating the stem, which is what this is for. But I'll get to that when I get to that. I just want to show you what these pieces are, because you're probably going to be like, in the next section, be like, what's that for? So that's what this little section of the video is. Also, there's a Semansky thingy we're gonna put in there as a signature. All right, cool. Here she is. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes, or an hour and a half, or whatever. It's completely, for the most part, it's solid. It's warm to the touch, but whatever. That circle insert piece is right here in the center, okay, and the straws obviously are right here. So basically, I'm going to take these guys out. Somehow, they'll come out. But these were made to so I can attach the hands in a better way. Okay, there we go. There's the one. All right. Let's get this guy off of here. Oops. All right, there we go. Anyways, I just created 2 grooves. Okay, 2 hole pieces, 2 holes, so I can like pop the hands on there in a more secure fashion. It's like a pin system. I'm gonna take some whatever. But anyways, I completely forgot. In my haste, I forgot to put the signature piece. But whatever. So let's flip it over and see what happened. Yeah, the circle piece is right there. All right, and it's supposed to just come off, I guess. All right, here we go. Get this chair out of the way. All right, we got the corner piece. Let's pop this out. This is the big reveal. Come on, baby. Okay, here we go. So most of the things came out, but some of them did not. So we'll just pop them out like it says in the thing. Oh, here's my... Let's see how the B came out. This B is probably the most important part, I think. Let's pop this out. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Let's get this last piece out. All right. Cool. All right. Let's take these. Oh, where's my X-Acto knife when you need it? Okay, let's pop out these little pieces here. Comes right off. That's real nice. Okay, get the little center pieces. Okay, little center pieces here. Okay, boom. Okay, all right, folks. This is how she came out. Okay, cool. That looks pretty good. Wow, completely surprised. I was terrified. Didn't think this was going to work out at all. You can see it's smooth. Oh my gosh, that came out a lot better than I thought. Wow. Wow. All right, cool. Maybe we'll do more of these. There are some rough edges. They give you a piece of sandpaper you can use to smooth out those parts. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. But hey, it worked out. I am completely surprised. Wow. The backside. This part I forgot to mention. I'm gonna pop this piece out because I'm gonna be doing something underneath it. Let's pop that out right now. I wanted to create a stem piece like this so that it didn't just plop up on the ground like this. So I wanted to have something to anchor the next piece. Get this out of my hand. So we're going to take this out. Let's see if this worked like I was hoping it was going to work. So I made one section bigger. Here we go. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit on this guy. Okay, so what I did was I made a circle piece, and as you saw in the earlier part of the video, I had another circle piece on top of it in order to create a wedge or a lip kind of thing. So if you reverse that, and then it'll create a little crease underneath inside here. So when I pour more cement into it, the cement will fill into this under gap, which will create a better fit, almost like a puzzle piece. Okay, so now I got a piece of this, and I'm just pulling this out. Okay, so what's going to happen is when I put this guy on here and I fill this up with cement, it's going to go into those grooves and it's going to harden and fit in there like a puzzle piece. Okay, and that looked like it came out about as perfect as I could expect. Okay, cool. I didn't get my head in the way, did I? Anyways, as you can see there. See, there's a underside. The cement will fill inside this groove here. Okay, cool. And then also, I mentioned these holes here I created with the straws. That's for when I put the hands on. I can fix the hands on with a pin system as opposed to just like gluing it into place with some more cement. Okay? So that's that. Okay, sorry I didn't really have time to show me casting my own hand. The next clip is literally after I had done that. It's just me pulling the molding material out of the bucket. I just didn't have time, and I was just stressing out because I had never done this before, and I was just too stressed to videotape it. So forgive me on that. But basically, it's really simple though. All you got to do is, fill, put your hand in there for 7 or 8 minutes. Then after that, you take your hand out and then you pour in the plaster. In this case, we use cement, and then you come up with the impression. Okay? Cool. But like I said, the next clip is just me taking the molding material out of the bucket. But anyways, all right, cool. Okay, here we go. Flip this upside down. Oh, that comes right off. Hey, no problem. That was easy. Okay, now I gotta take this stuff off of the hand, which is cement. I don't know if this is gonna work. I should probably get a knife. Yeah, let's get a knife and work on this. Ugh. I kind of don't want to tear this apart. No. Oh, let's use this guy. All right. I don't want to really destroy this mold, but then again, I think you have to. So we're just gonna cut into it. Okay. Let's see if maybe we can do this in a different way. Okay. Go down till I feel the hand, and then we'll cut it like this. Like I said, I didn't know if I mentioned this. I use cement instead of the plaster that you're supposed to use. So I don't know if this isn't going to work right or if it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, got one piece. Okay, there it is. Let me cut. I don't know if I really. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to destroy this. Shucks. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to, do it like so. Wow. Okay. Wow. It looks like, wow, this might have worked out. I don't know. I wasn't sure, like I said, I used cement. So I wasn't sure if the cement was gonna not cure correctly in the mold. Because it comes with its own casting material. But I used cement because this has to go outside. Oh, looks like the inside of the fingers didn't come out. I don't know what the heck is that. What's that? Oh, must be in the bubbles. It must have been bubbles. Okay. Which might be just fine. That might just work out just fine. But yeah, this looks like it worked out just great. Okay, cool. There it is. The first hand. I hope that is long enough, but we'll see. Okay, cool. I'm gonna work on this. Got to clean it up a little bit, and then yeah, see if it fits the manhole cover. Look at the detailing on that. That's hilarious. Wow. Wow. Cool. Alright folks, here is hand number 2. It's been an hour. So flip this over. Side note, it gets wet. Oops. Okay. Get my trusty monster knife and cut into this a little bit. Not that you really need to do this. You know, basically you can just tear it apart like so. But yeah, you can just tear it apart like so. Alright, cool. Here we go. Get this inside gunk out of there. Okay. Yeah, it looks, oh, whoops. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna fit okay. But the one thing I'm gonna show in this part of the video is I may not have, you gotta dig out all this gunk stuff. If it doesn't fit quite exact, the cool thing about the cement, before it like completely cures, you can literally take an X-Acto knife and chip into it. As you can see right there, you can chip into it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some of this excess gunk, the molding, not the cement, but the molding, whatever material, that's right, I guess, molding material. You see how there's a little piece here, we can just lop that off. Anyways, whatever. What I'm basically saying is you can take an X-Acto knife and chip away at it, or use a piece of sandpaper. Fingers came out a little bit better. I had some bubbling apparently, but that's not a big deal. I don't really care about that. So we basically just take the piece and we fit this on. Whoops! Oh, let me zoom out. Sorry about that. Zoom out. What I'm talking about is this. Making sure that the hand fits on top of there right. Okay, so you have to look underneath here. It looks like on this one's decent, but I'm going to have to cut into the thumb, I think. I'll just cut into the thumb, and then that'll give it a closer fit. But I'm going to go, looks like, it seems like it's alright though, looking. Alright, cool. Alright, well, let me work on this thumb. Like I said, we'll just chip away at it, and then I'll give it a closer fit. Okay, the next clip, just to explain it a little bit, the next clip you're basically just going to see the piece with the hands on the sides. I didn't show that I actually fixed the hands onto the piece with like a kind of like a pin system. I kind of had like drilled a hole into the palm, and then a hole that was already in the manhole cover, and I just attached them with some little piece of wire, and then I used some like glue just to keep them in place. They literally held into place anyways. I didn't really need the glue, but I wanted to make sure that it was fixed before I did the cement part, where I'm basically just filling in the gaps with cement. Okay, so yeah, the manhole cover like right here, and I just had to fill in all the little crevices and cracks underneath in here. Okay, cool. All right, now I have to cement this into place. I'm just going to use this concrete mix stuff, and we're going to go underneath the hands here and apply this stuff. Okay, so wish me luck on this. This is going to be tricksy. Alright, I have to explain a little bit about what I'm doing here. I flipped the piece upside down, okay, exposing the underside. This is the circle piece where the cement is going to be poured into this piece here, okay. Well, I want to create another anchoring system, so I took some basically coat hangers, and I bent them in a particular way. That way they'll fit inside the grooves that I made underneath here, okay? They fit underneath, okay? I'm going to take some other wire to connect these two pieces. There's some softer wire, okay? This way I've got another way of connecting this piece other than just having it be cement. It'll actually have a little tiny little armature type of thing with it, okay? So, okay, as you can see, the pieces now put together, okay? So like I say, they hook into the ledge inside there, okay? So that'll keep that into place. Okay, let's make sure this is whatever. So anyways, so I take the foam piece and I just place it over the thing there, and then we'll pour the cement, back out a little bit, we'll pour the cement in, and it'll fill in the tiny little grooves here, and then I'll make sure that it'll make it so that it sticks onto the piece without just having more cement on there. All right, here we go. Slowly pouring that in there. Okay. Okay. This should go into the recesses no problem because it's liquidy, but let's shake it up a little bit. Alright. I hope this is enough cement. Looks like it's just gonna make it. Oh wow, that's just enough cement. I was kind of like gauging this, guessing, because I don't really have a blueprint for this. This is just out of my own bloody head. So I was just going on how much cement it took to do the hands. So I figured it'd probably be the same amount of cement to do the stem. So, and it looked like it came out just right. Damn, I got lucky on that. Anyways, okay, cool. Now we just wait for an hour for it to dry. Here we go, X-Acto knife. Slice that down. Okay, there we go. That was a lot easier. Should have done that from the get-go. Tape, I should probably grab some scissors, but put that down so I don't cut myself inadvertently. Alright, cool, here we go. Alright, there we go. Yay, I'm just going to throw this away. So there's the stem. If I got this right and centered correctly, it should stand on its own when I flip it over. Okay. Again, this is going to take another day to solidify. Okay, alright, I wasn't going to show this, but here we go. I had to make a bridge piece, so this is kind of crude. We're going to pour the cement into this area here. Okay, so, okay, wish me luck. Hope I sealed this in good enough, but we'll see. Okay, I'll show you how it comes out. Alright. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. Get on the one side. Make sure we get some on this side too. Oops. I might have more than I need. Okay, it's starting to leak out the side, which is okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's see how this came out. I had to stuff a bunch of Kleenex in the corners because the cement was leaking through. So, but I hope the weight isn't too much on this piece. I had cracking on the last procedure, or the last step that I took. So let's take some of this off. See how it came out. Okay, that looks about right. If this doesn't crack, I'll be in good shape. I'll be happy. Okay, you see I need to make a piece in the center here just to stabilize it. Okay. Okay, that was a little tricky. Okay, this side. See it? It's just supposed to like stabilize the piece a little bit better. Okay, let's flip her over and see how she came out on the other side. Very careful. This has been about an hour's worth of time. Okay, flip this over. Okay, looks like there's no cracking, so that's a good sign. Put that on top of there. Okay, looks like we have to chip away some of this cement over here, leaked over. So, but looks like everything is stable. Okay, let me go get an X-Acto knife. Okay, the next step is signing this piece. Earlier in the video, I made a template. I think I showed it earlier in the video, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is my name. I cut into the side here with an X-Acto knife and a drill. So we're just going to take some cement, okay, mix a little bit of cement, pour it in there, and then we're going to put this template right on top of here, and then we're going to tape it down with some duct tape, and then hopefully that'll make the impression of the my name, and it'll be on this side, and it'll be on the side of the piece here. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. It's been 6 or 7 or 8 hours. Normally this takes about an hour for it to cure, but I wanted to go a little bit longer because I wasn't sure if the cement was going to really... Oh, there it goes. Was going to hold. Okay. Pop that off. Looks like it came out okay. Not as good as I was hoping, but it seemed to have worked. Cool. We'll just sand this down a bit. And, alright, I'm going to show a close-up. This is where I signed it. And then I repaired some of the divots with this epoxy stuff. But once we go over this with the paint, hopefully that'll stand out, or that'll look a lot better. Okay. And I'll see how good my patchwork came out. See that? Looks like it's going to be alright. Okay, there's the signature. We'll come back to that later. Alright, now we're at the painting stage. Basically, I'm keeping this simple. I'm just going with grays. It's just going to be gray with some highlighting. I purchased this stuff here. It's outdoor, weather-resistant type paint. You can get it at any freaking hardware store or any hobby store. I mixed these to get different shades of gray. I just purchased these separate bottles, filled them up, shook them about, and then we're going to use that. Okay? So basically that's all we're going to be doing. Alright, cool. Alright, first I'm gonna do the actual piece itself. I'm going to try and stay away from the hands. But anyways, this is the top part. I'm going to make sure I get into every little crack and crevice here. Okay? So, even though the whole piece is not going to be this gray color, I'm going to get in every little nook and cranny to make sure I have a good good seal there. So there we go. Okay. Alright, now on the back side, just some more painting. Nothing that terribly exciting, but I just kind of want to show this entire process as best I can. Alright, awesome. Getting those cracks. Alright, now we've got it all painted. We're going to do the inside parts with a darker gray. This will help it stand out a bit better. Okay. Very careful on this. Yeah. Not that difficult, but that's that. Okay. I don't know if you can see that in the frame or not, that it's actually darker. Alright, now I gotta figure out the color scheme on the inside part. I know that these stripes are to be colored in dark. I know that, but I'm not sure if I should darken outside of here, which I think I should. Looks like that's how it's gonna have to be. Okay, because I wasn't quite sure, but looking at it, I figured it. I think that's what I have to do. Okay, because this is the Bengals symbol, which is the NFL football team. Again, like I've said earlier in the video, that's the team that the deceased gentleman liked. So I personalized it to that thing. So that's that. One tricky part, I'm wondering, this has to be, but I'm like, this is the stripe. The stripe overlaps the indentations in the B. I'm assuming I'll have to paint those dark and that'll be just fine, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna look right. Anyways, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna go over and fix all the little screw ups. Let me zoom in on this. See this little menagerie of, or these little screw ups here. Okay, that's all we're gonna be doing next. Okay. All right. Cool. Now that we've got this basically painted the way it should be, I'm gonna do the hands. We're gonna go with a lighter gray than this light gray here, but I'm going to have to paint the hands initially with a dark gray. I'll probably explain later in the next step, but I'm going to paint these a dark color gray, like the imprints here, like this color here, and then we're going to feather over it with a lighter gray. It'll bring out the cracks and stuff, whatever. So anyway, so right now I'm just going to paint the hands basically the same color as this right here. Okay? Awesome. Alright. Very important that we get into every crack when it comes to the fingers. Like I said, I'll explain in the next step what we're going to be doing. But right now I'm going to get this as dark as possible and as thick as possible. Alright, so let me explain what I'm going to be doing. I'm painting the hands dark, and then I'm going to go over them with a lighter gray. But this is what's going to happen. We're going to like go do something like this, a feathering technique. So it'll bring out the crevices will be dark. It's kind of reverse of what I'm showing right here. But you basically just go over this, and it shows the cracks. Okay? But that's basically what I'm going to be doing on the next step. Alright folks, here she is, basically all done. This is about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Okay, I'm going to do some close-ups on the hands and then on the B here, just to give you a little bit of better detailing on it. But basically that's how she came out. Right now I'm going to say thank you for checking out the video. I know it was a long one, but I much appreciate it. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's do some close-ups. Alright, now here's the B that is two-dimensional. I think that's what you would call it. As you can see, these are all indented in case the paint fades. You can still be able to tell what it is. Okay, you can see that. All right, cool. And then also you can see the zoom out maybe, and you can see how these things are indented. Okay, this is where the foam pieces were. Came out pretty good. Alright, groovy. Gets a close-up of the hands next, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, cool. Alright, here's a close-up of one of the hands. Okay. Basically, that's how they came out. I'll zoom in a little bit on here, and we'll get a little bit of the detailing on that. Okay. That's what happens with that feathering technique. And just kind of go over it as I explained earlier in the video. Zoom out a little bit. So, came out pretty good. I'm going to spin this around and probably show the other hand. Let's see. There we go. Here's the other hand. Okay. As you can see, pretty realistic-y like. There we go. Close up again. Alright, let's go back, zoom out. Alright, cool. So that's that. Alright, there's the signature. I of course painted in the indentation a like black or something just so it would stand out a little bit better. It's still a little bit rough, but you can make it out, so that's good as it's gonna get. And then you can see some of this isn't quite smoothed out as perfectly as it could have been. But that's that. Okay, one last clip and we'll be good to go. Alright, cool. Alright, I have to show this part, of course. This was the stem, the bracketing piece, or the extra cement that goes across the sides to give it a little more stability. But basically, all of this, you won't see at all. This will be embedded into the ground. So anything below this point is going to be in the ground. So that's basically what this shot's for. Okay? See that? That just creates more stability with the piece and gives it something to anchor it into the ground better. Okay, so again, cool. You just won't really see anything other than like the tops of the hands. Okay, so there we go. All right, cool.